Hello, world, and welcome to Creating Light with Kelsey. My friends on YouTube, I'm still on the floor. I'm still using my headset that I teach within SAH Method sessions. Honestly, I do have the means to set up my podcast microphone so the sound quality is better on podcast form, but I enjoy the headset so you can, when you're watching on YouTube, you can see me and my whole body and I'm not blocked by the mic. I don't really enjoy that. I want to get a different mic, the ones where people have sitting down in front of them and they can be free. The mic that I have, you attach it to a table and it comes in front of your face. It blocks half of the thing and I'm just not as expressive. I don't want to be hidden. I want to be seen. So therefore, I'm still using the headset with the lower quality audio. And that is my life story. You're welcome. Welcome to the episode, friends. For the visual people, we got curtains in the studios, light pink curtains, lovely, with some white tulle on top. There is Jess's massage table that she'll do for Reiki sessions. And the thing on it is the tapestry. It's a green tree, not your basic bitch spiritual tree. It's like a legitimate tree situation going on, and we're gonna hang it up on the big wall. Yay for nature. And then over here, as you see, boxes. We've got shit in there, and we're gonna have the plant wall to the left where the chairs are. We're going to have a plant wall with a neon sign. We haven't decided what the word for the neon sign is going to be yet. And you can see we have a couple chairs and a little cute table. It's coming together, and the laptop right now is on a meditation pillow. Hooray for all the things. So before I really get into it, as I'm, talking to it and I showed you the studio, it's just a reminder of being incredibly grateful for where you're at in life. Obviously, we're here and we're at the beginning and there's bigger goals at play with me and Jess and working together and individually in our own businesses coming together, all the shit, whatever unfolds. But we're both so excited in this now moment, and that's the point. If you can't be grateful for what you have or what you've got going on, and you're always chasing for the goal, you're never actually in the present moment, then the thing won't come to you because you can't be present with what you have in the now and achieve the feelings that you want to feel. If you're like, no, I will be grateful or satisfied or feel safe or good enough when those things happen, you're never going to feel those things because you're constantly chasing, avoiding. All we have is the now. It's simple as that. So once you land in the body, in the present moment, and love everything that's inside, everything outside, you start to love. And the life that you desire lands in your current reality. That's a lovely, unexpected mic drop. But I wanted to pop on today to record an episode of what I experienced in a live Somatic Activated Healing class from SAH himself, SAH Simone. He teaches 2 classes a week for now. That could change later in his membership. So the Somatic Activated Healing membership, SAH teaches 2 live classes a week, and then the other days there's 2 live classes that go on a day, one in the morning, one in the evening usually, and then other SAH Method practitioners are in there providing the medicine, the path to freedom. But today in SAH's class, the theme was about abundance and being a magnet for abundance and tapping into the worthiness and feeling deserving of financial abundance. Understanding that as we are in integrity with ourselves and our soul and our purpose and our mission, when we achieve financial freedom, it allows us to expand our reach. And that is when money loves you. Not from a place of greed, understanding that it's an energetic exchange and it is here to help you, and therefore you help more people. Anyway, I don't want to get into all the energetics behind that because that's not the point that I came on to talk about. Came to talk about what I experienced somatically with the intention that SAH provided for the healing practice of today for even being able to receive abundance. So when he started class and we're just doing a body scan and checking in, I think the first mantra that he gave us to think on was, I love money and money loves me. Something along those lines, and then challenging us to get curious about where in that body does that land and what feelings are coming up as we are saying that out loud to ourselves. And at first I was like, yes. I was like, money does love me. And I felt expansive in my heart, like opening, and I felt excited and warm. But then what quickly followed, it was like I tapped into that frequency, and then my human self just snuck on in there, and fear came in, and I felt the fear settle within my heart. And then he said, within that moment of feeling the fear settle in is when he was saying, okay, now if you feel any tension or texture, crunchiness, when I say that, where is it at in your body? And go there, or physically touch it if you need. And so then I was touching my heart. I was I think I was going like this, and then I flipped my hand to go this way, which is kind of interesting because this way is a little awkward and weird, how I'm having my hand, and then when I flipped it the other way, it's actually more open and receptive. But it took a minute for me to do that and shift. As I was sitting with the fear in my heart and allowed it to be there, and this is within the training of being a somatic activated healer, so this happens quite fast for me now, and I live by the practice. This is something I walk the walk, and I live by. And when you do that, it gets to be instantaneous of when you get to tune in and everything aligns and makes sense when your body's communicating to you and you actually understand what the fuck it's saying. So I knew at first it was fear, and I was like, okay, hi fear, welcome, love that you're here. What do I need to know? What's the push up against money? Like, why are we feeling afraid right now? And as I sat with fear and welcomed her in, I realized it was not really fear. It was the fear was the surface layer, but I never would have got underneath the surface layer if I wouldn't have even welcomed fear in and saying, hey, I see you, I love you, I accept you. What do you need? I'm here to listen. And then when I'm here to listen, boom, I felt a pain in my lower left hip in the back, and it was like a sharp twinging pain. And that I didn't judge it. I didn't wish it away. I was just like, ooh, ow. Okay. Thank you for letting me know what is actually hurting right now, or what is actually the emotional block when it's coming to the financial abundance component within my energy body. So I feel that sharp pain in the lower left side of my hip on the back side, not the front side. And immediately with my training, I know, I'm like, okay, sacral chakra. That's already that ties to worthiness. And then it's on the left side, femininity, receptiveness. Am I open to receive money? Apparently not. In some ways, there's some emotional block there. And I felt that, and that's what it was communicating to me. So by doing, and this was just the very start of the practice, okay? But because I was able to immediately tune into myself, drop into my body, allow myself to feel the excitement of tapping into financial abundance, and then my body showed me what was in the way of achieving that consistently. First, I thought it was fear. Could have just been stuck on that if I pushed it away or I was resisting it. But as I welcomed fear, as I felt it in my heart, then it showed me the way. It went down and deeper in all facets of the word of that. And it showed me where it was actually residing in my body. And to me, that's like, it is worthiness. It's like, do you feel really worthy for financial freedom? And there was something that I've seen a few times, and it's something that Mel Wells has posted, and she talks about, is your relationship with money isn't reflective of like who you are as a person, but it is reflective of your level of self-love. And I have been on such a huge fucking self-love journey this past year of really diving deep. There's everything's cyclical. Like, it took a long time to get to this point of like peeling back all the layers of all the bullshit societal programming, and then the integrated trauma wounding, ancestral wounding, spiritual wounding, all of that kind of had to happen, the very big things. And then we come back to the core of it all with my soul and self-love. It's like, okay, well, now how is that? And how can you fully be in that and radiating that out in every area of your existence? And today, what Saul presented was, how is this radiating out in your existence in the form of money? For me, in the physical sense, that's something I'm actually now allowing myself to step into when I left what no longer serves me with a job that has limits and caps on financial means. Now I was like, okay, fuck that. I'm not going to be in a box at all in any sense of the word. Like, the only box is going to be, nope, not even that. I was going to be like, the only box is going to be mine that I'm constantly breaking out of and blah, 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 which is true. But like, I'll be damned if I put myself in a societal box again, especially when it comes to my levels of being able to give my medicine, expand my gifts, and receive money. We're fucking done. So since I left my job of being the art therapist, like that, just the financial cap just opened up. So I have all of this space for it to land now. And that practice allowed me to tune into my body in a way of like, hey, well, this is the work that's happening within your body right now of what's still stuck. As I felt that pain, though, within my hip, the importance of that is when you're feeling that is to not judge it, because it's another indicator of like, hey, this is where you're still not free. And so thank the pain for being there, or you wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Because if I never felt that pain in my hip, I would keep on living my life and never questioning anything. And that's the human experience. Like, our lovely human selves apparently need to experience the pain to change to some level. Then at one point in the practice that he was guiding us into a state of trance, and to, go there, fully open yourself, let whatever is coming through to come through. And I went to he was like, find a move and just stay there and let yourself flow. And I was moving a certain way, and I was like leaning into my hip, and I was like, ow, that fucking hurts. This is uncomfortable. Yikes. But I was able to do it in a gentle enough way to where I wasn't going to physically injure myself. But I encourage you, when you're in that moment, to lean into the pain. That's the purpose of the practice. Again, do it in a way where you're not going to physically injure yourself, so don't come for me. But I was able to do it, and I felt the pain, and I kept moving into it, moving with it, breathing into it, and letting myself expand within it. And then I cracked. I cracked, and I am just crying and sobbing. Do I know why? No, and that's not the point. I just know that I unlocked something that was stuck in my body. My emotional baggage got free in that moment, in the relation to what the intention was behind the practice. I knew the source, and because it was in my hip and I had all the things of femininity, receptive, okay, there's places where I get to be more receptive to money, and that was the fucking point of hey, hi, let's loosen this up so you create more space to receive. And that's what I just did by crying. I don't know what the crying was and what pain or trauma or anything, what that was related to. And that's the thing that you don't have to know. You just know in that moment that you let go and you created space for more alignment for yourself, getting out of your own way. And that was an hour of my life when I tapped into some unconscious, unknown pain that never would have got me there if I was talking about it, trying to process and be in my mind. Who knows how long that would have fucking have taken, but this took 1 hour to tap in, unlock, and free myself in that way. And then I felt the pain move, and I felt a cooling sensation on my back afterwards, and I was like, okay, I see you. Right now, I'm a little sore, but that's different than pain. So it's already shifted. And it's like probably fucking sore because something was just holding on, and that takes a lot of energy in your body when you're tight or tense in certain ways and that you're holding on. And when you finally let go, it's like, and then you are tired because it takes a lot of effort. It takes more effort to hold on than it does to let go. Remind yourself of that. There you go. That's when I wanted to pop in and tell you. And just to like recap, started the teacher training in January of 2023, and then I was certified by April of 2023, and it is now July 29th of 2023. And with this regular practice that I've been doing and making it a part of my daily life, it only took like a couple minutes to be able to zone in on where that was in my body, because it was at the beginning of practice, and then I pinpointed it because I have that somatic awareness, and then I was able to work with that somatically for the rest of the practice to unlock that suffering within my body. So it takes devotion, and through that you get to become a master of your inner world by consistently doing the SAH Method. With that, I have a couple reminders for you all. If you are feeling called to be a Somatic Activated Healer, teacher training is opening up again August 26th, and I have a link for you listed in the description, and you can also hit me up on Instagram at creatinglight_. If you want to talk about this more, have questions, wondering, today SAH was like, reach out to the teachers in here and ask them the question, how did this change your life? And just fucking let them tell you. And then let yourself decide. And and then someone hit me up today in my DMs and was like, hi, how did this change your life? Which I loved it, and I just let it. I sent them so many voice notes, and then I'm here to connect with you. Like, if this is your calling, I'm here to be a support system. And through clicking my link, don't quote me on it, but I noticed I let you get a discount, because what I paid on the teacher training, and then when I clicked my own affiliate link to see what the price would be for you guys, it's less than what I paid. So there you go. Hit me up if you want it, or if that's not calling for you, but you really want to experience the SAH Method more at an affordable rate, you can join the SAH membership, and I have a link for you in that for a 7-day free trial. And try it. If you don't like it, message the team, get out of it. Totally up to you, but that is something where you can make it a daily practice, because they have live classes every day and a bunch of other things like meditations, Dharma talks, master classes. Like, just go in there and look. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I have various different things in the works, but I am available for some one-on-one sessions here and there. Just hit me up, look at my website, look at the schedule, whatever calls to you. Go do the damn thing. Anything that you feel pulled to, look in the description. Everything is there. But thank you for listening, and remember, when we see the light in ourselves, we create light in others.